Right. So moving on to let's look at the lever one here, which is nothing but your pipeline. Before going to pipeline, what I presented was the clarity. Once you have a clarity picture, obviously you will work on your pipeline very clearly. So I'm sure each one of you know what I mean by pipeline. So you build a lead machine before adding more channels. Instead of adding more channels, you build a proper pipeline so that it generates the required revenue. A clear message has to be coming around on your pipeline, on your clarity, saying a clear market message outperforms scattered marketing. So if your message of your company, of your product services are not clear, you will keep struggling because you will go into a very scattered way of working in your line of business. So that's what we help into. It's nothing but who, the proof, the rhythm. So what I mean by in who, you have a specific buyer. You exactly know for your specific buyer what kind of problem he's facing or what is the problem which you are able to solve that problem. Correct? Because nowadays people pay money only to solving the problem. They are not interested in your gyan. They are not interested in your process. They are not interested. They only feel. They told one of the client told me very bluntly, Anand, can you solve my pain problems? If you can solve my pain problems within 90 days, be my guest. I will take your coaching service. Otherwise, he's not at all interested, right? But we need to have this thing very clear: the who, the proof, relevant result, because the client is looking at the results, credible evidence for that result, which you have already worked on. Testimonials are important. Low risk step, and the rhythm is nothing but you focus, target list, helpful outreach, and a consistent follow. These three you need to build upon in your pipeline: the who, proof, and the rhythm. So the message has to be very clear, not into a very scattered format. That's what I meant in the pipeline part of it, which I'm sure each one of you, this is easy to remember. But we need to know how do you position this as well. So nothing but like in my world and coaching business, what I promise my clients is very clear. If you deal with Aspire Leader Solutions, you get a 2x guaranteed growth, okay, with a guaranteed refund option in the first 12 months. That's how my positioning statement is very clear, very crisp. I don't fumble. And if the client wants to do with me 3 months or 6 months package, I'm open, but there's no guarantee there. My guarantee works only on 12 months coaching services. Very clear of that. Yeah. Because if whatever we coach on a weekly basis, there are weekly deliverables. If the business owner does, he is bound to see the results. And if he does the execution, he does the delivery, he doesn't see the result, he can ask for a refund. That's how we are very focused on, and we are completely client centric. So nothing but value. So again on lever two, when we connected from clarity to pipeline, pipeline to value is nothing but stop selling effort. Nobody wants to look at effort. They are looking at results or they are looking at outcomes, what you can deliver. Like I mentioned before, is nothing but before and after. I'm sure it's a very powerful statement out here. Is nothing but people don't like to use jargons these days, saying we provide a customized business solution. Gone are the days. They are not interested in that statement anymore. What they are looking at is this one. They are looking at establish service firms, remove profit leaks, and build a 90-day very clear execution rhythm. Okay, so we're going to see this more into detail as we prolong, as we move forward on this. There's nothing but very specific buyer, visible outcome, and your credible process. That's all the customer is looking at from your side, depending upon what business line you are into. And we believe in this, what I mean very clearly. And going on to the execution part, the third one, after your starting from clarity to pipeline to river, and then to the execution part, which is very critical after the delivery, is nothing but we look at strategy, which will become your weekly operating system. You have to have an accountability out here. Either you do it or you keep somebody to do it for you.